Hey everyone, be honest. How many old knives have you tossed out? Rusty blade, broken handle. And if you're about to throw another one away, wait. Just hold on a second. Get that idea out of your head. Instead of tossing it, let's roll up our sleeves and fix it. As you can see, the wooden handle on this knife is completely ruined. There's no saving it, so that part has to go. For the first pass on the blade, I'm using a grinder to clear off the surface rust. And make sure to grab a flap disc for this. It cuts through rust fast and evenly. After the first pass, look at that. The blade is noticeably brighter, the rust is gone. But if you look closely, you can still see the grind lines on the first pass. Step 2, we move on to polishing. I'm swapping the flap disc for a polishing disc to wipe out those grind lines we left on the blade earlier, giving it a much smoother finish. Even after polishing, the blade is noticeably brighter and the grind lines are still there. But they're no longer rough. They're much smoother, forming beautiful curves. Now all you need to do is give a quick wipe with some multi-purpose oil and cloth, just like I'm doing. That's enough wiping. Now, it's time to make a new handle for the knife. I plan to use this plastic tube for the handle, but the tang is bigger than the opening, so it won't fit yet. Many might ask, why not use a tube that fits perfectly? That's a fair question. The reason I chose a smaller tube is to take advantage of heat for a secure fit. We'll use a heat gun to soften the tube, making it easy to insert the tang, and as it cools, it grips tightly, sturdy and durable. This method also lets us control the fit, avoiding anything too loose or too tight, while keeping the handle looking clean. That way, the finished handle is not only strong, but also visually appealing, perfectly matching the newly polished blade, and you'll notice the difference the moment you hold it. Even though letting this PVC tube dry will secure the tang, that alone isn't enough. To be extra sure, the handle needs to be solid inside. I'll cover the end of the handle with aluminum foil tape first, because it insulates well and sticks firmly. That way, it can easily withstand the heat from the hot glue. I'll secure the blade upright on a wooden board, which makes it easier to apply the glue without having to hold the knife at the same time. The hot glue has dried. Now we'll remove the tape and trim off the excess glue, making the knife look neat and clean. Think we're done? Not yet. We'll sand it manually by hand with sandpaper to make the knife's exterior look smooth and polished. The final step to restoring this knife is sharpening the blade with 1,000 and 3,000 grit combination stones. I use clean water, starting with a 1,000 grit to remove deeper scratches and straighten the blade, then move on to the 3,000 grit to polish it, creating an ultra-smooth surface. This process makes the blade not only sharp but also visually appealing, and you can see the difference the moment you hold it. Earlier, the moment I touched the blade, I could already feel how sharp it was. Now, we'll clean the blade a bit before testing it. The results are definitely worth the wait, aren't they? I'll start by slicing this lemon first to test the blade. Very simple. Slicing takes just a little effort. A top-quality knife is one that's been honed over time. But in just a short while, this knife of mine has nearly reached that level. Not only is it sharp, but the blade is smooth and the handle is solid, giving a comfortable feel in hand. This restoration shows that with a bit of patience and the right technique, any old knife can be brought back to life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can explore more projects together. Thanks for watching all the way to the end.